Hello everyone, tayo po ay nandito na sa step 6 ng OPMS Discharge Permit Application. At ito na yung last step sa ating discharge permit application online. At dito sa step 6 na ito, nire-require tayo mag-upload ng mga application requirements. At dito kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayo ditong mga listahan like water billing statement for the whole year. So, kung meron tayong compilation ng water billing statement, kailangan nating i-scan yan sa computer, sa printer, and then i-upload dito sa ating application. Ganon din ang water billing statement dapat nakapangalan sa atin o sa kumpanya para ariin talagang ating data yon. So doon sa mga nagre-rent ng mga commercial space at di naman sa inyo nakapangalan ang tubig sa account kumbaga ay sa may-ari. Kaya naman yung mga nagre-rent ay ng commercial space ay exempted na. So doon sa mga landed stand-alone establishment, sigurado mayroon kayong water billing statement for the whole year. At saka doon sa mga gumagamit ng deep well, kung wala kayong water billing statement, yung water permit na lamang issued by National Water Resources Board or NWRB sa Quezon City. So kung wala kayong water billing statement, ibig sabihin, gumagamit ka ng other source of water supply gaya ng groundwater deep well or spring, surface water gaya ng rivers, lakes, even rainwater. So, kailangan mong i-upload yung copy ng water billing statement. So, kung ngayon ay 2025, edi yung mula January to present. And then, sa mga deep well owner, edi yung pong water permit ang hahanapin sa atin. Kung wala pa ng water permit, kahit yung conditional water permit, or kung wala pa talagang conditional water permit, at least yung proof of water permit application. Then dito sa susunod yung wastewater line layout. Kailangan yung drawing plan, maipakita nyo yung source of wastewater generation at kung saan dadaan, pupunta yung ating wastewater generated until such time na ma-terminate ito sa ating wastewater treatment system. So, halimbawa, meron kang floor plan, and then sa ating floor plan, meron kayong CR. Okay? So, dito sa CR, meron kang water closet at dyan ka ngayon nagfa-flush ng ating domestic wastewater. So, yung ating wastewater line layout, ipapakita mo syempre kung saan yung sources of wastewater generation. So, itong water closet mo, yan, ang tawag natin dito sa bowl ay water closet. O itong comfort room na to, meron siyang example, water closet. So, kailangan mo ngayong ipakita yung line layout. O, ito na yung line layout na maaring papunta na ngayon sa ating treatment system. So, ang ating treatment system ay yung ating mga gaya ng sinambit natin, yung septic tank, ano po, yung ating wastewater treatment plant, kung saan yung tubig na galing sa ating septic tank pumupunta pa doon sa ating wastewater treatment plant. So, halimbawa, ito yung ating wastewater treatment plant. Yan, pumupunta. And then we finally discharge our effluent. Saan? Dito sa ating water body or sa public drainage canal muna, then connected sa water body. So ito yung line layout. Ngayon kung dahil yan ay isang floor pa lang, kung meron kang multi-story, so meron kang ground floor, second floor, kung ilang floors man yan, ipapakita mo yung line layout bawat floor. So ito ay pwedeng sa ground floor lang. So maguguhit ka ulit ng para pa sa second floor. At darating ang time na lahat na ng plans ng ating line layout na ibigay mo na from ground floor to let's say third floor, gawan mo siya ng schematic diagram para makita kung saan ba mag-determinate ang ating wastewater. So, halimbawa, papunta sa ating septic tank. So, after dyan, mapapakita mo ngayon dyan yung bawat floor, ah water generation natin sa bawat water closet. So, halimbawa, ito yung ating water closet. Sa bawat floor, i-ano mo ngayon siya. May ipapakita mo ngayon siya. At least makikita lang kung ano yung line layout. So, yun. So, ito yung ating line layout. So, kung paano yan i-materialize sa drawing plan, yung ating computer-aided drafting. Basta dapat may pirma yan ng registered sanitary or chemical engineer. So, kung meron kang isang plano, kailangan mo lang may um, title box at mapipirmahan yung drawing mo. Mapipirmahan ng engineer itong ating title box. Nandyan yung pirma ng engineer at ng may-ari ng kumpanya o ng establishment. So, maliban sa pirma, meron pa dapat siyang silyo. So, usually naman mga engineer ay may mga pangsilyo. So, maganda rin, hingin mo din yung kanyang PTR or professional tax receipt kasi kailangan yung professional tax receipt din. At syempre, yung valid ID, yung PRC ID, kailangan yon. Ano? Kailangan yung hingin yon sa kanya. So that's the wastewater line layout na hinihingi sa atin when we apply for discharge permit, lalong-lalo for the first time. Then dito naman, meron din hinihingi na vicinity map of the plant, duly signed and sealed din ng sanitary or chemical engineer. Kumbaga sa ating city or municipality, nasaan yung ating facility. So sa Google Map, makukuha mo naman yung location nyo, yung mga roads, and then ituturo mo na lang kung nasaan yung facility mo. At kung for the purpose of determining the exact location for inspection, di madali kayong puntan. And eventually, kung saan kayo malapit na water body. Yun, no? So, consistent doon sa mga information na binibigay mo sa steps 1 to 4. Then dito meron pa tayong plan and elevation layout of wastewater treatment facility. Diyan na ngayon papasok yung ating mga elevation plan. So, alam ba, meron kang septic tank. So, if this is your septic tank, titingnan muna nila yung plan view. Ito yung mga hand sketch lang pero mas magagawa nyo dapat yan sa mga computer at kailangan nyong panotaryo yan. I mean, ipa-sign in seal sa engineer. So, halimbawa, ito yung ating septic tank. Meron tayong plan. Meron ka syempre ditong width. Meron ka ditong length. Okay? So, ngayon, gagawa ka din syempre ng elevation. Ang elevation naman, ay makikita naman yung lalim. So, you have your, kung sa lupa, yan, so, naka-elevate halimbawa ng 0.10 meter. And then dito sa ilalim, makikita kung ah, ilang, kung concrete ba yan, ang ilalim, and then kung ilang chamber. So, let's say, meron kang dalawang chamber. O isang chamber para sa digestion ng wastewater at isang leaching chamber. O common naman ngayon ay tatlo ng chamber. Meron kang first chamber, second chamber, third chamber. Yung third chamber, doon na ngayon yung pinaka tubig. So kung papasok man ang tubig galing sa ating building, yan, diyan papasok. So, then, syempre, makikita yung level ng tubig at saka yung ating outlet pipe. Ngayon, yan kung may outlet. So, usually naman, kino-close natin yan kasi kung septic tank lamang. At kung wala ditong another treatment system, kung maalala nyo doon sa step number 4, pinoprovide natin yung wastewater treatment system, yung primary treatment, secondary treatment, sa chemical treatment. Kung wala tayong ah, wastewater treatment plant or system after ng septic tank, kaya kino-close natin yan. So itong nakikita natin na plan, meron tayong plan view at meron tayong elevation. So ito yung ating elevation. Nakikita dito yung ating mga lalim. So dito naman yung ating height. So meron kang length, width, and then height. So makikita dito gaano kalalim ito, no? Kung ilang lalim. So malalaman mo yung volume capacity kung alam mo yung length, yung width, at saka yung height. Alam mo ngayon yung capacity in cubic meter. So dapat lang itong drawing mo ito, plan and elevation, malagyan mo ng title box gaya kanina. At papanotaryo mo yon sa, I mean papasign, lagi ng notaryo. Papasign mo ito sa sanitary engineer or chemical engineer. So dapat meron kang title box, gaya dati. Pwede bang hand sketch? Hindi pwede na yan ngayon. Kailangan ng nakadrawing na yan. Dati nga, naka 50 by 90 centimeter paper pa yan. Sign and sealed ng engineer. So, wala naman halos ngayong engineer na paperman ng hand sketch. Lagi ng naka-computer aided drafting. So, mechanical drawing na yan. Kung hand sketch talaga, at least mechanical. Talagang ginamitan yan ng T-square, ng triangle. Pero ngayon kasi meron na tayong CAD or computer aided drafting. O computerized na yan. So that is our plan and elevation layout. Kailangan mo ipakita dyan yung drawing ng ating wastewater treatment facility. Kung yan man ay septic tank or wastewater treatment plant, ipapakita mo yan dyan. Okay? Then dito, meron pa din na requirements na official receipt for application fee. And then we have the notarized application. Ito yung computer generated natin sa step number 5. Then we need also to submit our verified engineer's report at meron naman diyang outline. Nasa taas nga, naka-indicate dito yung information, at least yung minimum information, gaya ng name of project, brief description of manufacturing process involved, production capacity, quality or volume, and the generic name of the products kung applicable yan sa atin. Then the nature and character of the applicant's wastewater and its physical and chemical composition, total daily volume of discharge of raw wastewater, the treatment process and estimated treatment efficiency, the expected quality of the effluent and other discharge shall meet the effluent standards of the DENR. The total daily volume of water consumption and discharge of final treated wastewater effluent. Ganun din itong the name of the receiving body of water and its official water classification in case of land discharge. The nearest receiving body of water in its official water classification. Then information on flow measurement, equipment, and procedure, the pollution prevention or environmental management system plan or program, DNR ID number as a hazardous waste generator, state the cost incurred, the installation, and maintenance of wastewater treatment facility. So ito yung engineer's report at pwede po itong i-prepare ng accredited PCO o pwede ring pirmahan, i-prepare, ipirmahan na din ng engineer. So, yun. Pwedeng i-prepare yan ng PCO kahit hindi ka engineer. Okay? So, that's the engineer's report na hinihingi dito. At kung gusto mong malaman kung paano yung sample niyan, sundan mo lang yung video na ito. Then, yung copy ng ECC or CNC, the DNR ID number as a hazardous waste generator, the copy of your PCO accreditation or appointment letter, other documents, then official receipt for wastewater discharge fee. So, dapat i-add mo yung file sa step 6. So, click mo lang tong add file. Then, i-upload mo yung mga requirements na hinihingi dito. Now, this is for new application. Iba naman siyempre for renewal. So, hihingin lang sa iyo sa system. Yun namang pang renewal. So, once na ma-enable itong finalize application, ngayon kasi di mo siya ma-click kasi wala pang mga laman, wala pang uploaded files. Pero pagka na-meet mo na yung minimum requirement, mag-enable yung finalize application and eventually submit your application. So once na ano po yan, ma-click mo ito, ma-submit, kumbaga, pupunta na yan sa ating um, my application. So, sa my application, makikita mo na dito ang application reference number. At syempre yung date and time of submission at meron ka ng status na in process. So pagka in process, ibig sabihin na submit mo na siya. So, antayin mo lang siyang ma-evaluate ng evaluator at magkakaroon ka syempre dyan ng um, order of payment kung kompleto na ang requirements. Kung wala namang order of payment, usually may mga remarks, kailangan mo lang siyang anuhin, actionan and then i-return. So most likely pagka nasa may application ka na, ganyan makikita mong status. At kung merong remarks, makikita mo naman yan sa for action. So every time, daily, tumingin ka sa account mo kung meron kang for action. Nire-return kasi kung may mga kakulangan. Halimbawa, wala kang sinubmit na notarized application form. Pero sinabmit mo yung application form pero hindi notarized. Ibabalik sa'yo. Pwede nila ilalagay nila dito yung remarks nila. Maglalagay sila ng submit, notarized application form within 15 days. Oh. Kapag hindi mo na-submit within 15 days, consider daw na ah, denied na yung application. May mga ganong mga offices. So, kaya check mo lang kung ano yung for action. So kapag wala namang laman yung for action, edi yan talaga ay dumaraan sa processing, no? Mayroon talagang process yan like yung ating screening, meron tayong um, for payment, then meron tayong recommending approval, and then yung ating approve, yan, approve to ng EMB Regional Director. So kapag may approve discharge permit ka na, pwede mo na ngayon yang i-download sa system. Okay? So basta pupunta ka lang dito sa my application, then pag may nakita mo na ang status ay approve, download mo na. Hanapin mo lang yung view para ma-download mo yung certificate. Okay? So this is your step number 6. Very critical ito dahil submission na to ng mga requirements. So maganda rin bagay na hindi na tayo pupunta sa physical office ng EMB, regional office. Remember, maximum file size is 20 MB. Split files that are greater than 20 MB and upload them separately. Accepted file types are PDF, JPEG, PNG, GIF. Then an asterisk indicates that the item is required. Then the finalize application button will only be enabled once the required documents are complete. Kaya dito, tingnan mo yung may mga asterisk gaya nitong water billing statement, drawing plans, may mga asterisk yan, notarized application, injust report, ECC or CNC, DNR ID number, wala. Pero required yan pagka magsasubmit ka ng application. And then PISA accreditation. So at least yung may mga asterisk pagka na-submit mo na, mapapinalize mo yung application. Okay, thank you very much for listening at kung sa tingin mo helpful yung video na to, please like this video, please share this video, and you are also encouraged to ask question below. Thank you very much everyone for time listening and God bless us all.